And we are live. It's Sunday. A.o.K Championship Wrestling coming at ya. ZA already in the house, chancing that chat. Getting this fired up tonight. We got lots of matches. 9 of them to be exact. Kicking it off, Vulgar the Clown taking on Trevor the Lawman. Vulgar making his way back around the A.o.K circuit here. He's not been around as often as he used to be. Looking to regain his footing and come back around. He was a terror throughout the Intercontinental Division throughout Season 2. But this is Season 3 and he has not been the terror he once was. Trevor the Lawman playing the Batman to the Joker here. As the Lawman takes on the Clown. The opening match of tonight's A.o.K Championship Wrestling. Wrestling. That's what it's called. Wrestling. 1 R, 3 S's. An L and an N. It's wrestling.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules.
There's no wonder people dislike clowns.
Making his way to the ring from every man's nightmare.
This Vulgar has made his way down here. Getting ready to kick the show off. We have Vulgar the Clown taking on Trevor the Lawman. We just spoke about that, but we got Pedro the Owl taking on Chris Andrews for the Cruiserweight title. Nick Blackwell challenging Chris Chaos for the U.S. title. We got a big 8-woman battle royal. Syko Smoke challenges Tank for the hardcore title. Quindell gets her shot at the Undisputed champion Casey Nguyen here tonight. A couple tag matches thrown in the mount. Dogs of War go 2-on-2 against the reforming War Raiders. Big Bad Adam Boone and Connor Riley. First time we've seen those two teams together in a while. And special guest for match tonight, the Luchadorks, stepping in the ring in a Extreme Rules match against Randy Orton and Chris Jericho. We got some bangers of matches. We will get to those as they come to us. But here we go. Vulgar the Clown, Trevor Rodriguez, Joe Brony ringing the bell. Let's get this thing started. And Vulgar, look at this. Vulgar taking the big man right off his feet and to the outside. Kicking things off tough. Immediately going to the crowd. Lawman not taking that kind of disrespect. Trading blows back and forth. Neither man really getting the upper hand yet. The bridging suplex. Well done by the Clown. Vulgar one more time. Wrist trap suplex. Helps his opponent to his feet. Locks him up and drills him down. We got it covered. Vulgar. Trevor gets the kick out. Only a 1 count in this matchup. Could turn into something here. DDT by Vulgar, dropping him right in the corner of the mat. Knee to the face. The Clown being the aggressor in the early stages of this matchup. Trevor not putting up much resistance there. Starting to get some kind of offense back together. Look at this. Spins him around with a spine buster. Back to his feet. Scoops him up again. Trevor takes the Clown for a ride. Drops him across the top rope. And to the outside. Extreme Rules in effect. We got a kendo stick. Right between the eyes 2 times. Trevor swinging that thing, but Vulgar, a couple open hand slaps and a big boot to the either side of the head. Oh, baby, that thing's cold. A couple of big right hands by Vulgar. Vulgar coming out with a sledgehammer. And Trevor turns right into it. And Vulgar again with the upper hand. And hard to take that away from him while he's got a sledgehammer in the other hand. Look at this, the assault continues. Don't be talking that smack to me there, Vulgar. You mind your own business in there. See? You mind your business, you wouldn't be minding mine. See how that goes? You wouldn't be getting slammed down in the middle of the mat. This Trevor, sledgehammer of his own now. But again, Vulgar too quick, sets him down. We've seen this before, trying to Boston Crab. He got him rolled over. He's got him rolled over and locked in. Can we get a submission? Not yet, too early in the matchup. Big forearm to the back of the head. Vulgar hits the mat face first. We got to cover. There's two and only two. Right hands, left hands, and a big headbutt to follow it up. Trevor the Lawman looking to take back control and momentum of this matchup. That's power, straight power bomb. Vulgar moving out of the way, trying to get out of the ring. And look at this, Trevor, high flying, launches himself over the top rope. Nowhere to go but onto the clown. Big turtle wheel slam. Trevor not done. We're going full extreme. Still steps into the shoulders. Look at this. Extreme rolls. One more time, another power bomb. And Vulgar just being annihilated here. Look at this baseball bat. Trevor pulling out all the stops, but Vulgar the Clown. Again with that trapping, arm trapped suplex. And Trevor chasing his opponent down around the ring. Look at this, Vulgar pulling a ladder out. I think he was going to set that up as a bridge, but he may have just caused himself. Good thing that thing glitched out of here. Man, oh man. Trevor going for another set of stairs. And Vulgar eating another set of stairs for that matter. Look at this, Vulgar firing off. Into an ankle lock. We'll move away from the desk here. These guys getting a little too close for comfort. Belly to belly takedown. Big splashing suplex there. And Vulgar with a closed fist to the side of Trevor's head. And back in for the sledgehammer again. Trevor fighting over it. And a clothesline. Trevor ended up with the sledgehammer, but unable to do anything with it. As Vulgar just about tore his head off of that clothesline here at ringside. Back inside we go. Trevor goes anyway. Vulgar pulling out a table. Look at this. Vulgar wants this to be an extreme match. We got tables. We got a big diamond-plated steel set of steps. Look at this. Taking backwards suplex. Holding on to him, Trevor. Just missing those steps one more time. Oh no. Oh, he'll be alright. And a third time with that trapping suplex. A cradle type suplex. Vulgar Pulls him around. Could it be Buzz Killer? Vulgar has it locked on. Trevor tapping out. Trevor tapping out. Vulgar picking up the win in the opening stage of the opening match of the season. Welcome again to A.o.K Championship Wrestling, where we bring you the greatest in pixelated violence every Sunday and Wednesday night. Here, and you see the replay, the buzzkill locked on to Trevor by Vulgar the Clown, and Vulgar picking up the victory in the opening match of today's showings. We got lots of titles on the line here tonight. As a matter of fact, coming up next, the Cruiserweight. The Cruiserweight division is in action for all to see as Pedro the Owl takes on Chris Andrews for the Cruiserweight title. And we get ready to head on in that way. Pedro the Owl, of course, more often seen with his tag partner Coyote Kid, neither of which have been very visual in the last couple of weeks here at A.o.K. But we do have, as I said, we do have many matches here tonight. We have a big 8-woman over the top rope battle royal. Morgan Quinn, Empress, Sparrow, Lilith, A.o.K, Shelly, Steele, Kitty Katsuyori, Alice Angel, and Emma Garcia all battle it out in an 8-woman over the top rope battle royale. But right now we're heading to ringside to get the introductions for the Cruiserweight Championship. Take it away, Paul Wayne Wanker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Cruiserweight Championship.
We try challenging first, Pedro the Owl. Coming into us from Bud Marvelous. Got some things set up through the tag team division. Another one of these wrestlers looking to go solo to a point. And our Cruiserweight champion, Chris Andrews. We were talking to Chris backstage, and he said even having the gold, he seems to be he doesn't, without having his, after the Freebirds had separated, and he won the Cruiserweight title on his own. He said he's not very happy, as it turns out. That he's got a different story when he was in a tag team. He had friends with him. He said now solo, that belt became more important than his friendship. Not keen with all of a sudden the fans booing him as they've been. All of a sudden they start to bother him after all this time. It was different when he had his friends in there to enjoy the boos with. But now, maybe Chris Andrews is looking to turn over a new leaf. We'll see.
Weighing in at 203 pounds, Pedro
Pedro the Owl ready to go.
from Paris Island.
Cruiserweight division, Cruiserweight championship on the line here.
He is the World Cruiserweight Champion, Charming Chris Andrews.
The champ. Charming Chris. No stranger to gold. Pedro the A.o.K, though, I believe he may have held the tag championship with the Coyote Kid. But if they did, it was for a short amount of time. But I don't believe that happened. I don't believe they've had that chance yet. Look at this high body backdrop by Chris Andrews, and he goes to town immediately on the A.o.K. Showboating too soon for that. Too soon for that as the A.o.K takes flight. Pulls him down with a bulldog, and the Cruiserweight champion in trouble with that DDT. Looking to get to the outside. Pedro, look at this, popping over the top rope. Thought we were going to see some high flying action there. Inverted atomic drop. Pedro on the outside, just barely missing that ring post and that helicopter maneuver. One more time, Andrews snags him up, suplex onto the concrete. Face first into the post goes Pedro. Mask not doing much as protection, and the referee's count continues. And look at this, Pedro with the arm drag right into the front of our desk. Jenna Taylor keeping the count going. Pedro back inside the ring, sent for the ride, and Chris Andrews unable to back it up. Fireman's carry, nicely done. Takes his opponent to the mat, goes for the cover with a 1 count. Another champ looking to take, look at this, Pedro rolls him up, looking for an easy win. Looking for a surprise win there, but unable to pull it off as he does have Andrews disoriented. A little back and forth there. Andrews didn't take likely to it. Tied to the tree of woe. What does Andrews? Andrews just used pushing the sole of the boot right into the cheek. And a series of kicks. This might do it for the challenger. A big kick to the face, that may do it. Count him down. The world Cruiserweight champion. Two count again. And this time Pedro rolling to the outside. Charming Chris. Full fire here. A wrist lock, holding on to that armbar. Going to work on the left extremity of Pedro the A.o.K. Yes, Andrew's got something in mind. Stepping under the A.o.K with a big shot to the face. Fires off a second one. Takes his opponent over to the ropes. What you got in mind here? Pedro using that top rope for leverage. I think Andrews may have had his arm up there to protect himself. Another bulldog off of the top rope using that slingshot. Pedro taking flight one more time to the top post. As the A.o.K swoops in over the top, rides him down, hooks both legs. Cruiserweight title on the line. And a kick out at 2. Chris Andrews staying with it here. Another roll up. This time Andrews trying for the surprise pin. No go again. These two men face off, and look at this big running forearm smash. And the Cruiserweight champ in control. Circling around, I don't know what he's waiting on. Waste too much time, that's an easy way to lose your title. Nice big suplex. Drops the knee and no go. Look at this. Hurricane Rana roll up. letting loose with a series of punches. Ducks under, Pele kick, top of the coconut, and down to work on the knee. Pedro allowing his opponent to pull himself up using the ropes. Right hand to measure him off. Blocked with that one, and Andrews back inside, ready to go. Single leg sweep. Turns it around, figure four. Locks it down. Looking for a submission. Pedro too far from the ropes to do any good. Only chance. Rolls him over, putting pressure back on the champ. And back and forth, here we go. Off the ropes one more time. Nice arm hook, arm drag. Kick to the midsection and a DDT. Pedro the Owl. In the corner. Rising through to this. Pulls him up. Meteor. Another cover. We could be looking at a new Cruiserweight champion. Kick out at 2. Barely kicking out at 2. Springboard. Nobody home. Andrews just being able to avoid that. Now, having some fun here with the challenger. The champ, kind of full of himself after all that. Pulls him in for a shoulder tackle and into the choke. Charming Chris with a boot to the back, and Pedro the Owl finds himself locked into another submission hold. Jenna right there asking him if he's good. Andrews holding it in there too, man. Pedro rolling back out. Irish whip into the ropes goes Andrews. Missing with the knee. Pedro could have just cost him. Look at this, another under a hook arm drag. Running short drop kick. And Pedro staying on the offensive here. Don't walk away too soon. Helps his opponent up and walks right into a standing drop kick. Well placed by Chris Andrews. Well timed at that. Look at this, right hands. Just multiple right hands. Sweeps him away with that drop kick. Handspring upside down. Hooks the ankles. Helicopter. And the champ gets the boot up. Andrews to the outside. I'm not sure what he had in mind there, but changed it quickly. Pedro with a kick to the midsection, swinging a miss, big boot to the face. Pedro back to his feet, championship on the line. He knows what it's worth. And Andrews taking another flight. Pedro to the top. The Owl, long way out, full extension. We got to cover. Jenna right here for it, 2 count. The Cruiserweight champion kicking out at 2. And look at this, Pedro. All kinds of fired up here. And this A.o.K arena coming to life. As these guys one-on-one again. Cruiserweight title on the line. Pedro the Owl challenging. Chris Andrews on the outside, the champion. Pedro one step over, crashing down one more time. The challenger bringing it right to the champion here tonight. Second matchup into the steps. Pulling it all out here. Outside, rolls him up again with that Hurricane Rana. Holding on, dropping bombs. And Pedro, Jesus H. Standing splash, and Pedro the Owl needs to pay attention to the referee here. Her count is up to 7. Double underhook. Look at this. Pedro into a backbreaker. Butterflies him out. Big right hand. Pedro back inside before the count of 10. But out to break. Look at this. Out to break the count. The referee restarts as these guys continue to battle each other outside. Big suplex. This is a championship match, and these two are showing you what A.o.K is all about. Canadian Destroyer, and this time Pedro might be seeing little birds around his own head. Back inside we go. Look at this, Andrews trying to get the crowd on his side, perhaps. Big knee to the face. The champion goes for the pinfall. We got to cover. And a kick out. Still not a very strong pin attempt there. Andrews one more time has him ducked. Look at this. Torture rack. Can he spin him into the cutter? The challenger down for the count. There's 2. And there's 3. Chris Andrews retains the Cruiserweight title. If we take a look at some of the replays here, there's boots to the chest and face. Meteor off the top rope. That was a very close pinfall there. Pele kick to the head. And one more also. We almost had a new champion there, but unfortunately, the beginning of the end happened there at ringside.
Cruiserweight champion, charming Chris Andrews.
Chris Andrews making that claim. Making that claim, coming in a champion, walking out the champion. Can the same be said about Chris Chaos as he goes one-on-one against #1 contender for the U.S. title, Nick Blackwell, in this Extreme Rules matchup? Chris Chaos, of course, defeating Hunter Singer for that championship, that U.S. title. But can he defend? Winning is one thing, defending is another. Chris Chaos has been on a meteoric rise of late here in A.o.K. He is finally found that steam he was looking for. First the United States title, then perhaps the Intercontinental, and then who knows, all the way to the TV title. all the way to the World Championship. But right now he's got his own title on his mind. The U.S. Championship on the line here as Wayne gives us our introductions. ZA21 saying Chaos got it. Any objections to that? Anybody else in chat got something to say about the outcome of this matchup? Pick your winner now. As Nick Blackwell one half of the Wrecking Crew, blue collar solid indeed. Former tag team champion, former hardcore champion tonight gets his chance at the United States title. OTM with his 2 cents. Chaos gonna screw it up at some point. Maybe. I mean, he's not. I would say this for the newfound confidence that Chris Chaos is running with. It still didn't help his common sense none. I hate to say it, but it didn't help his common sense none. But the chaotic one, the United States champion, here to defend it. His first title defense, actually, I believe, since winning the title. Does look good around his waist. It most definitely does look good around the waist of Chris Chaos. As I said, though, can he keep it there? capable of keeping that precious gold. We're going to get another chance here as Wayne Kerr gets in the rest. Of those introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Arlington, Virginia, weighing in at 275 pounds, Nick Buzzsaw Blackwell.
Buzzsaw ready to go.
From Orlando, Florida, weighing in at 166 pounds, he is the United States Champion, the Terror, Chris Chaotic.
This title gets ready to be held aloft. Let's get it to go as referee Jenna Taylor gets ready to make the official starting sound. Here we go. Right into a chaos with a snapping arm drag. Missing with that springboard, and Blackwell right there for it. Let the chaos begin his entrance, Jackie. I did spend some time to go look for that for you. I appreciate the fact that it was noticed. It's definitely something that I was hoping you would enjoy when it popped up. Give it that little extra something. I mean, that little extra something about the love. Can he hold on to that title is the biggest question. Floating over with a DDT, but no, front face lock only, as Blackwell fires off a couple of shots to the short ribs. Into the ropes, pops him up and slams him down. Chaos giving up a good bit of size and weight in this matchup. And it is Extreme Rules, and Nick Blackwell has no problem bending nor straight up breaking the rules. So if you're going to make them legal, Chaos may have bitten off more than he could chew here on this one. Into the ropes, big right hand. Drop kick, didn't quite catch all of it at all. Blackwell still on his feet. Chaos taking that shoulder tackle. Fires off with a shot of his own, but again, size difference being just a bit much on Chaos. Going to have to use, hate to say it, but he's going to have to try to outsmart Blackwell. I don't think he's going to be able to just go move for move with him. Look at this, Blackwell. Chaos in the corner. Saves himself from being crushed in the corner, but not from taking this repeated beating here. Just multiple times to the face with these steps. Look at this, Blackwell. Again, what is Chaos? I can't believe he's even getting back up. I can't believe he's even trying to get back up. Look at this. And Blackwell just throws the steps at him. Staggers the bigger man, but still no go. Oh no. Alabama slam here at ringside, and Chris Chaos again back to his feet as Blackwell gets the steps again. Good God. Blackwell building a stairway to heaven, I guess. What is he doing? Blackwell not done yet. Chaos. Look at this. Chaos pulls himself to the corner and finds himself just slammed into it with that avalanche clothesline into a suplex. And Chaos. I think Chaos is out on his feet. The United States champ back to moving again, but again, not enough. This might turn into a crime scene. It's beginning to look that way. Ducking down, Buzzsaw, leaping over, Chaos, lifted up and dropped again. As Chaos needs to find something. Chaos needs to find something to turn this around. That right hand might do it. Blackwell still not really being taken off his feet for the majority of this matchup. A handful of moves like that, but again, right back up. Chaos. Big running clothesline of his own. Off the ropes. Leaps into the air, drives the knee down, and back to the outside. Look at this. Chaos looking to... was he... I'm not sure. Chaos lifted the steps and then couldn't see around them. Swing and a miss. Sun was in his eyes on that one. Into the barricade. The United States champion being manhandled here at ringside. Blackwell smashing the back of Chris Chaos's head off those steps. Back inside the ring we go. The pinfall or submission can only happen in the ring. Everything else is fair game. As Blackwell ducks one but not the other. Chaos with a neck breaker, looking to prove why he's the U.S. champ. Soccer kick to the back and into the corner he goes. Look at this. Lines him up. Got him in his sights. And Blackwell reverses it. Just launched Chaos through the air. Sledgehammer again. And Chaos trying to escape. Finds himself at the mercy of the Buzzsaw. And the Sledgehammer, we got it covered. Chaos kicking out at 2. The United States champion. Holding that title. And rock and roll over, baby. It's time for a drum roll. Good night, Pittsburgh. We got it covered. And Chaos kicking out at 2. Barely holding on to the title at the moment. Down comes the Sledgehammer. Nobody home. Chaos. Again with that big right hand. Oh, this may do it. Blackwell sets him up. Jackhammer. Championship on the line, and Chaos one more time pulls the right shoulder off the mat. And the A.o.K arena coming to life. I want these guys to fight forever, but I don't think Chaos has forever in him. Upside down tombstone lung blower. Counting down. Jana Taylor down for 2. We got a new United States champion. Nick Blackwell capturing singles gold here tonight. Hear the drum roll. And then into that tombstone lung blower. And that, my friends, was the nail in the coffin for Chris Chaos.
Here is your winner, and new
United States Championship changing hands here tonight. History in the making. As we get set up for our big 8-woman matchup. Morgan Quinn, Lilith the Witch, Empress Sparrow. Who'd we miss? Echo, Shelly Steele, Kitty Katsuyori, Alice Angel, and Emma Garcia. 8 women over the top rope battle royale. What more could you ask for? Well, bring to the attention that Emma Garcia coming into this matchup, her last outing, Falls Count Anywhere against Morgan Quinn and Kitty Katsuyori. Emma suffered a neck injury during that matchup, but is cleared to wrestle. So we will wish her luck tonight, in the hopes that she does not further aggravate that. Battle Royal about to start as we get ready to head to ringside. 8 women over the top rope. About time for Hunter Singer to stop in. That many women in one place and Hunter's not involved seems suspicious. Here we go. The first of our 8 combatants enters the arena.
The following is an 8
It is the wild one, Morgan Quinn.
making her way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Wild Thing Morgan Quinn.
Former women's champion. Has joined forces with her husband, James Coleman, as they have joined forces with longtime training partners and friends of theirs, the War Raiders, Adam Boone and Connor Riley. Adopting the former name, the latter, as their group name, the War Raiders, is a 4-man faction here in A.o.K.
And representing,
Speaking of which, 3-man faction,
from the Garden of Eden, the Witch Lilith.
the Witch Lilith. Of course, joining forces with her husband, Prestige, and his tag partner, the marvelous Bud Marvelous, form the marvelously prestigious faction. So far, we have not seen these factions really bump heads throughout time here. And of course, the Empress Sparrow, part of the Bouchard clan,
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
and of course,
Empress.
out with her man Ken Bouchard, the Iron Man, and his boy Damien Bouchard, who unfortunately, we're going to go ahead and cover this now. Unfortunately, Damien Bouchard is out of action with broken ribs for the unforeseeable future. During the tag title defense against the Hinkledimers, Damien suffered an injury, cracking some ribs, breaking a rib or two. We don't have all the details on that. But as I stated, though, he will unfortunately be out of action for 8 weeks. It's a long time for the tag division to suffer. One team. But tonight, Empress, here to prove, to dedicate this match out. Here to make this a thing. Here to make this worth the time. Fighting the good fight, the Empress, Sparrow. The third combatant in this 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royale.
And from Kyoto, Japan,
Kitty Katsuyori. Katsuyori, of course, having a stellar career here in A.o.K, doing just fine with herself through the majority of her shows here. Ready to go, fired up, and ready to drop any one of her, or at least challengers, at a moment's notice.
And representing Pretty Mean Sisters from Springfield, Illinois,
One half of Pretty Mean Sisters, former tag champion, A.o.K. Of course, she and her sister, Jordy, recently dropping those titles to Ivy and Mama Logan. No. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Is that right? Is that who our tag team put? No, I'm sorry. Alice and Amaya. Alice, Angel, and Amaya picked those up. I'm sorry. That was my bad.
representing the Fallen from the other side of darkness,
That woman right there. One half of the women's tag team champion.
World Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Erie Alice Angel.
As always, the women of A.o.K have a tendency to put on a show better than the men of A.o.K. And this time we're going to throw 8 of them into the ring together. Over the top rope battle royale. Shelly Steele, the Warrior Princess.
Warrior Princess, Shelly Steele.
This A.o.K Arena crowd ready for it to get kicked off here. Of course, Shelly Steele will say that she has had a better career here in A.o.K as a tag team performer than she has her solo career. Perpetually one of the underdogs in every match. Her size here at her size being detrimental, but look at this. Our final combatant, and look at this. Some things have changed. Emma Garcia
The Chop Squad from New York.
with a new look.
Emma Garcia.
Emma Garcia coming in with a new look. A bit of a boss bitch attitude by the looks of it. Eight women, man. You got to get through those long-ass loading screens, those long-ass entrances. Just in time, though. Just in time, OTM. This match is just about to kick off. As that was the 8th one in. Battle Royal about to kick on the way. Morgan Quinn with a handful of former tag champions. And look at this. Emma Garcia already trying to get rid of Shelly Steele. Morgan Quinn after Empress. Lilith taking a drop by A.o.K. Kitty Katsuyori, Morgan Quinn. Shelly Steele taking a dropping a backstabber on Emma Garcia. Lilith with a knee to the face to Morgan Quinn, Empress. With a big slam on Jordy Echo, Alice Angel, and Lilith. Empress rolls her up. Inverted Samoan drop by the looks of it. Emma Garcia with a handful of Empress. Waka waka. Back and forth kick to the midsection by Echo. Snaps her over with the snapmare. Alice Angel. Hammerlock inverted DDT. And look at Echo. The closed fist. Quinn. Oh, never mind. Quinn just running around the ring at the moment. Slap to the face. Firing off on Alice Angel. And a big backdrop. Lilith with a giant spear from across the ring. Now turning your attention on Empress. Echo with an octopus stretch, and Empress with a big boot. Alice Angel looking for a new target. Finds it, and Shelly Steele fires off big rights, lefts, swing and a miss. Kitty Katsuyori with a gut buster. Lilith with Shelly Steele on the ropes. There's float over DDT by Empress. Morgan Quinn back to her feet. Empress and Lilith the Witch working together here, trying to get rid of Shelly Steele. Echo with a big front face lock DDT. Morgan Quinn sends Alice Angel over the top rope. Holding on. Can she hold on? Back inside she goes as Shelly Steele almost causes Morgan Quinn an injury. Look at this. Emma Garcia on the ropes. Echo and Lilith have her upside down. Over she goes. Holding on to the bottom rope. Not touching the... Look at this. Fighting back. Can she hang on? Emma Garcia fights for her life here. Quinn with Alice Angel on the top rope. Can she roll her over? Fighting back. Everybody's still inside this ring. Everybody's still inside this match. Back and forth. Garcia, Kitty Katsuyori with a big German suplex. Echo with a leaping clothesline. Standing choke slam by Morgan Quinn. Irish whip sends Empress into the ropes. Now Shelly Steele trying to dump Empress over the top rope. Morgan Quinn. Where is Morgan Quinn? Oh, under Morgan Quinn and Lilith going at it here. A whole lot of everybody going on. Look at this. Morgan Quinn trying to have words with Lilith, but Empress steps in. Locking horns. Back body driver by Empress on Morgan Quinn. Emma Garcia on the ropes. Big power bomb by Alice Angel. Echo with Emma Garcia. Now Alice Angel with Echo. Everybody's still in the matchup. But man, are these girls going at it here. Big right hand by Shelly Steele. And Emma Garcia crawling for, looking for a safe spot here for the moment. As Morgan Quinn and Empress lock horns. Shelly Steele with a big reversal on Alice Angel. Kitty Katsuyori with locking it in with a submission, trying to get Lilith worn down here. Morgan Quinn and Echo. Echo on the ropes. Quinn with a teardrop suplex. First elimination. Emma Garcia with a big power slam. Echo, the first to be eliminated, heading back to the locker room. 7 women remain. Kick to the midsection. Alice Angel fires off on Morgan Quinn. Lilith unable to do anything about it as Shelly Steele rolls around the back. Look at this Pele kick. Kitty Katsuyori and Empress from behind. Shelly Steele with a drop kick. Backbreaker, neckbreaker combo from Empress. DDT by Kitty Katsuyori. These girls are going tough. Katsuyori, look at this. Shelly Steele and Kitty Katsuyori double team. Morgan Quinn for the suplex. Emma Garcia, DDT from Lilith. Gutbuster, Lilith and Alice Angel. Angel on the ropes. Lilith looking to eliminate. Octopus stretch in the middle of the ring by Emma Garcia. Over the top, but holding on to the bottom rope. Lilith trying to get rid of Alice Angel. She feet have not touched the floor yet. And Alice Angel saves herself here. Empress and Lilith Kitty Katsuyori and Alice Angel, Shelly Steele, and Emma Garcia. Look at this, Lilith teaming up again with Shelly Steele. Locking up Shelly Steele and Morgan. Big power slam by Lilith. And Shelly Steele with a reversal. Lilith with a big ending. Morgan, Quinn, and Lilith center of the ring here. Battling back and forth, but again, caught up by Emma. Look at Emma Garcia, just drops Morgan. Just lets her fly through the air. Empress, big German suplex on Lilith. Double team action. Emma Garcia and Empress double noggin knocker. And the Warrior Princess, as I said, the underdog here, holding on to her own. Morgan Quinn looking for a second elimination. Kitty Katsuyori holding on, but no go, as Morgan has eliminated a second opponent. Lilith and Morgan. Alice Angel with a hammerlock suplex. Morgan and Emma Garcia off the ropes. Boot to the face. Suplex up. Gourd Buster. DDT by Lilith. Empress with a code breaker. Alice Angel sending Emma Garcia for the ride. Inverted Samoan drop. Empress. Morgan Quinn. Quinn face first into the turnbuckle, and now Empress. Empress looking for the elimination. Alice Angel sent for the ride, turned her out clothesline, and the Brit with a big boot to the face takes down Lilith. Empress still fighting with Morgan Quinn there, able to finally break free. Back and forth, arm hammerlock. Shelly Steele over the top rope. Emma Garcia looking for the elimination. And out goes Shelly Steele. Emma Garcia. Suplex. Look at this. Power slam by Emma. Lilith. Spin out powerbomb. Morgan Quinn with a kick to Alice Angel. Canadian Destroyer. Lilith locking horns with Empress. Stepping under. Drops her down to the knee to the face. Eat the feet. Quinn and Empress. Empress over the top rope, holding on, but Morgan drops her. And look at this, Alice Angel with the reversal, sends her right over the top rope, eliminating Morgan Quinn. I was just going to make comment that OTM was in the chat with it. Alice Angel with a quick clothesline. Good strategy and smart thinking, but Emma Garcia with an Irish whip sends Lilith into the ropes. And Alice Angel, I don't know if she's taking a break or just hoping nobody sees her over here. But Emma Garcia, big double backbreaker. Emma Garcia coming in tough. Kick to the midsection. The women's tag team champion sends Emma for the ride. Luthez press. Lilith waiting her spot. Rolls in from behind. Scoops up Angel, upside down in the corner, and launches her to the center of the ring. Emma Garcia eats a spear. Good God, did she buckle her in half with that. Lilith ducks under. What's she got in mind here? Looking to break the wrist of Emma Garcia, sends her over the top rope. Two remain. Lilith, the Witch, and Alice Angel. Look at this, Lilith. Showboating, getting the hot dogging in, and look what it cost her. Alice Angel and Lilith the Witch, the last two. Right hand. Lilith sends her opponent over the top. And your winner, surviving 8 other women, the Witch Lilith picks up the victory in this 8 women over the top rope battle royale. There you go. The second chance.
Here is your winner, the Witch Lilith.
What that does for the rankings, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the rankings. Time for our special guest match. We got tag action coming up. Lots of tag action coming up. As Randy Orton and Chris Jericho team up to face everybody's favorite foes, the Luchadorks. El Scorpio and Pandina's coming back together for this one. 2-on-2 action coming alive, and we're going to take this opportunity to remind everybody about Game-A-Lot-A-Con. Game-A-Lot-A-Con at the Blair County Convention Center, August 26th and 27th. Central Pennsylvania's premier gaming convention, bringing all types of gaming together under one roof. Whether you prefer tabletop, trading card, role-playing, console, or PC gaming, there's something for all at Game-A-Lot-A-Con. Featuring guest stars from all around the gaming community, from voice actors and motion capture actors to artists and players. Get more information for tickets at GameALotacon.com. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Ooh, awkward silence. Awkward silence. Let's head to ringside as we get this all set. 2-on-2. Tag team action underway. As we head to ringside, Team WWE, Chris Jericho and Randy Orton coming out.
And at a combined weight of 477 pounds, Randy Orton and Chris Jericho.
Might have to separate that team a little bit to make this a little more interesting when these guys show up. That's my take on it. Of course, we may not see much tag team action from them, so we should see them in their singles entrances usually. Of course, the next pay-per-view, the next premium live event, being the Raw Arena. And here we go, the Luchadorks. We got it clipped. We got it clipped. Bam. OT, I'm picking up clips. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. Good thing to get going here. As Randy Orton and Chris Jericho get ready to take on these two masked mayhem causing creatures. The Luchadorks, El Scorpio in the red and yellow, Pandinas in the black and red. Their greatest claim to fame is being the shortest reigning tag team champions of all time here in A.o.K, with a single day under their belts. Randy Orton and El Scorpio locking up Pandinas and Chris Jericho. And it seems like a pretty even matchup so far, with Team WWE not really getting the upper hand till now. As we trade partners, El Scorpio and Chris Jericho, Randy Orton and Pandinas. And the Legends having the upper hand here. Pandinas pulls himself up in the ring apron in the corner here. And Orton to the outside. Extreme rules apply. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to check into that. Matter of fact, can I do that while this is live? Probably not. I'll have to check it after. Oh yeah, I can. Cool. It's going to be loud. You guys are going to get a weird echo. You guys are going to get a weird echo. You're going to get a weird echo, and I apologize. But right now, El Scorpio and Pandinas bringing the extreme to it. Back and forth they go. Look at this. Jenna Taylor keeping Randy Orton from going forward there. Holding Randy Orton back and allowing Pandinas to pick up a little bit of momentum here. Going for the stairs, but nobody home. Kick to the midsection. Randy Orton sets him up. Hook over and a DDT inverted by Pandinas. Jericho thought he was going to go for the cover, but Pandinas left alone with the legends. Jericho and Randy Orton taking over here. El Scorpio looking for an equalizer. Coming back with the Louisville. From behind, Jericho never seen it coming. Going to work on the lower back of Chris Jericho. Neckbreaker by Pandinas. Jericho fires off on El Scorpio. Side Russian leg sweep. One more by Randy Orton. The Luchadorks down on the mat. Orton climbing to the top rope. Pandinas on the outside. El Scorpio again with the Louisville Slugger. He changes his attention and drops it on El Scorpio. Steele steps right in the masked face of the El Scorpio. Boot to the midsection. The Luchadorks in control for the moment. Jericho with a kick to the outside. And El Scorpio getting a little cocky here. And Orton right there to make sure it gets squared up. Pandinas with a kick to the midsection. What's he got in mind? Snap suplex, center of the ring. Jericho with a suplex of his own, perhaps. Holds him up, stalls him out. Pandinas just watching it happen. Waiting for his moment, perhaps. Randy Orton walks right into a right hand. Backbreaker. I'm sorry, side slam. I thought he put his knee up. El Scorpio on the outside. Pandinas, unfortunately, being manhandled by Randy Orton, the Legend Killer, with a slugger to the forehead. We've got to cover. Here we go. Jenna Taylor with a 2 count. El Scorpio back in the ring, going after Orton. Bodies flying everywhere, nobody making hits. Snap suplex again. Pandinas on Jericho. Orton on the outside, losing his temper a little bit. I don't know why the referee is counting. There is no count out in an Extreme Rules match. Jenna needs to read the rule book here. El Scorpio sets him up, and Orton, look at this, reverses it, clipping the knee. Pandinas, what are you doing? Another snap suplex by Pandinas. El Scorpio with a running clothesline on Jericho. Over the top rope, drives him down. Randy Orton takes the hit. And El Scorpio with the steps, right in the noggin. Jericho. Everybody on the outside, and the referee, I don't know if she just continues to count when somebody steps out of the ring. What is she doing? Looking for a double count out in an Extreme Rules matchup is what we're looking at here. Double foot stomp by El Scorpio. Pandinas with Randy Orton. Teardrop suplex. Ends it Guri by El Scorpio. Everybody changing partners. And El Scorpio takes a hell of a clothesline here. Where's Pandinas going? Back inside the ring to stop the count, I guess. Look at this, Randy Orton with a neck breaker on the outside. And El Scorpio staggering to his feet. Pandinas, on the other hand, with a head scissor takedown. Missing with the ends of Gray. Look at this. Randy Orton slamming El Scorpio into the barricade. Ducks under. Scorpion Sting. We've got to cover Randy Orton right there to make the break. El Scorpio back inside the ring after Randy Orton sends him into the corner. El Scorpio sends him for the ride one more time into the other corner. Baseball bat in hand. What's he got in mind? Look at this, El Scorpio turning this into a straight mugging. Jericho down to the outside, landing hard on that ladder. And El Scorpio just absolutely annihilating the Legend Killer with that Louisville Slugger. Top rope, El Scorpio changes his mind. Jericho eats a drop kick by Pandinas. These guys are everywhere, man, and nobody's doing anything. El Scorpio to the outside, coming up on Randy Orton. Jericho swinging a miss into our desk. And back into the ring, Randy Orton goes. El Scorpio stopping for a pit stop, has himself a steel chair. Jericho and Pandinas battling it out on top of the ladder here. Look at this. Suplex on the ladder. Randy Orton around to Pandinas. And El Scorpio with the Scorpion Sting on Jericho. Going for the cover. We got a pinfall. We got a pin attempt. 2 count. El Scorpio unable to hold him for 3, but look at this. Pandinas being folded in half outside as El Scorpio comes to the aid of his tag partner, but unfortunately finds himself in the grasp of Chris Jericho into the barricade. Drop kick by Pandinas. All the action on the outside here tonight. Another suplex. El Scorpio hitting the ring apron and the ladder on the way down. His ankles and backs of his knees. Look at this. Jericho holds him up for a suplex, just missing those steps. Orton introduced to the barricade. The referee continuing her count for whatever reason. Everybody back into the ring by the count of 8. Jericho and Pandinas. Look at this, arm breaker perhaps. Look at this, winning by count out in an Extreme Rules match. The Luchadorks picking up the victory for whatever damn reason. I think Jenna needs to take the rest of the night off before she does some dumb shit like that again. That was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely uncalled for and unnecessary. The Luchadorks picking up a cheap win here tonight. Either way, this crowd enjoyed it. The A.o.K arena at the very least. At the very least, as El Scorpio and Pandinas defeat the legends that are Chris Jericho and Randy Orton. One-on-one, hardcore title on the line. Syko Smoke challenges Tank for that hardcore title. Now, all these other matches have been absolutely brutal. We're going to put the hardcore title on the line in a one-on-one normal matchup because the AI doesn't understand good booking. That's where I'm at. We get ready to head to ringside, man. This has been a pretty good show so far on my end. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And if you were watching this on the replay over on YouTube and want to join A.o.K, if you want to be a part of the action, come on in. Join us every Sunday and Wednesday. You can see your wrestler involved just by uploading your creation onto the community creations. No signature or finisher is part of the regular moveset. Please keep your attributes maxed to 95. You'll be uploaded and added into the roster where you would debut either Sunday night at 7 or Wednesday night at 9, the 2 days a week that you get to enjoy A.o.K Championship Wrestling, because when you're watching A.o.K, you're not watching great wrestling or just A.o.K. As Wayne Kerr gets ready to make those announcements, Syko Smoke making his entrance first. The challenger for the Hardcore Championship. Last we seen this man, he was making eyeballs at one Bobby Richards. Not sure what he's got in mind for Bobby Richards. We have not seen Bobby Richards since that night to be able to ask him exactly what it was that was going through his mind at that point. He makes his entrance and gets his chance at singles gold here. The hardcore title held by Tank. Tank has been a fighting champion so far with this championship, with this belt. Defended it on numerous occasions here in A.o.K. And able to retain on every occasion thus far. Will that streak continue? We can only guess. But we are about to find out here momentarily. As the champ gets ready to make his way in OTM, 9 months. We're about to have a baby. OTM with the 9-month sub. That's what I'm talking about. Appreciation, my friend. Appreciations is what we're talking. As the hardcore champion, the glorious one, Tank, heads down to ringside to defend said title. Did we get anything good for being 1 year of his affiliate? Give me any kind of like free stuff? I didn't think so. It is worth the ass, you know. Hardcore title up for grabs here. We will see if this man can retain one more time. Syko Smoke picking up a victory over Cameron Sawyer last week. As Tank had defended his title against Conor Riley. Unfortunately, Conor Riley also suffering a small injury during that matchup. Again, cleared to wrestle, cleared to compete. Is Conor Riley, who will be here in the main event tonight with his tag partner Adam Boone as they face off against the Dogs of War, Joe Jackal and Chris Coyote. But right now, Tank has to pay attention and be focused on the man in front of him, Syko Smoke, because that title is on the line, and we are about to hear from Wayne Kerr on the importance of it all.
Weighing in at 234 pounds, Syko Smoke.
Challenger, man, this guy is ready to go. He knows what it's like to be champion.
Pennsylvania, weighing in at 245 pounds, he is
Tank.
the hardcore champion, Tank.
This A.o.K arena absolutely loves this man, the 245-pound buff, Corey Matthews. Referee Joe Brony here, ready to officiate this hardcore matchup. Hardcore title on the line. Syko Smoke, Tank, one-on-one. Let's get it in. Joe Brony rings the bell. Let's get this thing started. Challenger coming in tough. Big leaping forearm into the corner. A kick to the face. Sets him up. Explosion suplex standing at back. What was that? Moonsault into a headbutt? What was that? Look at this Tank getting a little funky himself, man. Getting a little funky like a monkey. With a handspring into a kick. This Tank showing off a little bit of athleticism for a man his size. Syko Smoke taking a moment there after that shot. Tank wasting no time, going right to him. Brings him back in the hard way. The hardcore champion giving up a little bit of size, at least height-wise, over the challenger. But again, makes up for it in sheer strength. Syko Smoke eats a big crossbody as Tank just launches himself right at his opponent. Handful of ankles sends his opponent riding through the air. Collar and elbow. Arm trap sends him over, suplex. And going for the cover. Kick out at 2, Syko Smoke. Having trouble with the tag with the hardcore champion here. Brings him back around with that arm drag. Nobody home, went for that low flying trouble in paradise. And Tank able to roll out of the way and take back control. Look at this, going high risk. All the way to the top rope. Tank calling his opponent to his feet. Syko Smoke staggers up, eats a giant high flying clothesline. Didn't know Tanks had wings. And now dropping bombs. This man's a World War II fighter pilot all upon himself here. Tank going to town here, just dropping big boots. Crossbody, nobody home that time. Syko Smoke trying to get the crowd pumped, but instead gets launched into the ropes. And into the air, face first, flapjack. We got to cover. 2 count. Tank thought he had it there. Stalking in, right hand from behind. Look at this, torture rack. UFO sends him flying out. And the challenger takes a hard landing. Tank goes for that big spanning hammer punch and eats a boot in the process. But fires back another couple of shots to the ribs. Now Tank getting pumped up here in the ring. High fly suicide dive. Makes full contact. And this little cannonball is ready to go here tonight. The hardcore champion breaking it down. Again, dropping another big elbow on the outside. Back inside we go. The championship can't be won on the outside, but the Tank getting this A.o.K arena pumping here. Nobody home with that boot, but that clothesline caught everybody. What's he got in mind? Drapes the arm in a big suplex. And Syko Smoke to the outside. Tank one more time with another suicide dive. Straight kamikaze. And a beat to the chest. This man has got no fear at the moment. Arm traps, suplex again. Sending him back inside. Tank in control of the matchup. And Syko Smoke not putting up much offense after the beginning stages here. Big hammer punch. And look at this. Lights out. What happened? Syko Smoke from behind. Taking full advantage. Sends him into the ropes. Drops down. Off the ropes one more time. Syko over the top rope. Kick to the midsection. One more time. Third time's the charm. And Tank, for the first time in this matchup, at the mercy of the challenger. Fighting back, kick to the midsection, sends the challenger into the turnbuckle. Tank with a shoulder tackle. What you got in mind here? Alley-oop, bomb. We got to cover. Pinfall attempt, and only 2 again. As Syko Smoke pulls himself away from Tank. hoping that the referee will stop the matchup or at least pull him back from 5. But no go. Brought back in the hard way. Another right hand. Tank getting this A.o.K crowd fired up. Sends him into the turnbuckle. You know what it could be. It's that time. Spread out. Joe Brony right there for it. Ball shack. Right in the ball shack. We got it covered. We got a pinfall. The hardcore champ picking up the victory with a well-placed kick right in the uprights. Here we got another look at that replay. One more time at that replay. That lifted that man up about 2 feet. Syko Smoke, shoulders down. Joe Brony for the 3.
Here is your winner.
With a hardcore title staying put.
Champion, Tank.
A hardcore champion, hand raised. And it's time for the Undisputed Championship to go. Women's champion Nguyen putting it on the line here tonight for Quindell. As we get closer and closer to our final matchups. We had a last week. We had a Hell in a Cell match between Prestige and the Iron Man Ken Bouchard with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Of course, Prestige coming out on top of that particular matchup. But there's been some talk around the back. There's been some talk around the back about Prestige and the Iron Man. But right now, we'll get to that in just a moment. As we get ready to talk about the Women's Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the world. The challenger first. Little Amazon, Quindell. So far, unable to keep a winning streak going. She's got a couple of wins under her belt, but they are few and far between. Unfortunately, or fortunately enough for her, she picked up her last victory being a well-timed, right place, right time kind of matchup. But she is facing off against this woman, our undisputed women's champion, Nguyen. Again, another who is a fighting champion, able to defend this championship numerous times over the past couple of weeks, at least since scoring the victory. Defending against the former women's champion Amaya. Tonight, taking on Quindell in this one-on-one matchup. We've seen belts change hands tonight. We've seen them stay put tonight. The Cruiserweight title staying put under the guise of the Chris Andrews. The U.S. title being picked up by Nick Blackwell. Tank holding on to his hardcore title. But Casey retained the Women's Undisputed Championship. Let's go to Wayne and let him do some talking for us.
New York, the superstar. And her opponent
go time. It is all go, all times. As Joe Brony gets that title out here for us. Ringing the bell. Quindell coming out tough. Fires off big rights and lefts. Looking to take the champ. Looking to take the champ to task here. So far doing a pretty good job of it. We're looking for a pinfall already. Look at this. Quindell gets a 2 count in the early stages here. Almost taking the champ by surprise. Lilith staying on top here. Picks her up. Tosses her away with that throwaway suplex. Locking horns, kick to the midsection by the champion. One more time, Irish whip sends the challenger over the top rope and crashing to the outside. Casey staying inside, keeping this match fair. Quindell back inside just to be sent over the top rope a second time. Casey out on the ring apron with her back body suplex. Landing on that ring apron and now battling it out outside. Referee Joe looking to keep it fair for the most part. Casey with a handful of hair. Easily done here. Look at this. Quindell with the reversal sends the champ crashing to the outside. And now the champ making her way back in. Quindell locks her up. Spine buster. Good God, what a spine buster that was. Casey back to her feet. Quindell ducking under that punch. A mile off. Into the ropes. Shoulder tackle, no go. Has the champ staggering, but can she cover? Can she follow through with it? On the ropes. Choking her out, looking to take the breath away. Leaving the champ gasping for air. Look at this. Staying on it. Little Amazon still on it. Look at this. Big pull on the leg. Stump puller around the back. Casey with a running neck breaker gets under that clothesline. Quindell taking the break on the outside. Step ahead. Fires off a couple of rights. And a suplex to the outside. These two women fighting it out in front of us. Undisputed championship on the line. Casey Nguyen, our champion. At the moment in control of the matchup, but up until now, hasn't been looking good for her. Quindell with a kick to the midsection, sends her opponent back in. Can't win the title on the outside. Quindell not following her up. Look at this, just allowing Casey for that suicide dive. Casey thinks she did something. It was pretty much, you're not smart, she's just dumb. Look at this suplex. Just picks her up and body slams her on that ring apron. Quindell just a powerhouse. Just a small package of dynamite here. Back inside we go. Casey with a shot to the lower back, looking to take some of the strength out of her opponent. Pulls her down with sleeper slam. Casey Nguyen with a legacy elbow to the back of the head. Knocking the challenger to the mat. Look at this, back in the corner. Alley-oop slam from the corner. We got a pinfall on it. We got a pin attempt. 2 count. Challenger pulls the shoulder from the mat, but the champ right back to work on her here. Staying in close proximity. Fires off left, right. Jawbreaker by the challenger. Irish whip sends the champ into the ropes. Big power slam and a cover. New champion perhaps kick out at 2. Champ back to her feet. Both women locking here in the center of the ring. Right hand drops the challenger. Quindell watching her hopes and dreams slip away. Triangle choke. We can see a submission here. Look at this. Look at this. Quindell just powers out of it and throws her opponent away from her. Up on the shoulder. Snake eyes in the corner. The champion drained here in the corner as the challenger puts the boots down. Quindell lines it up, drops a big elbow, well placed. Champion back to her feet. Double underhook pedigree. Is that it? Quindell picking up the victory, looking for the leg pin. Look at this. 2 and a kick out at 2. The championship retains thus far into the matchup. Casey able to roll out of the way of that drop kick and fires off one of her own. Quindell in trouble here as Casey goes for the snapmare, hits the ropes and a boot to the face, center of the ring, but back up Quindell goes. No stopping her, Irish whip. Quindell into the corner, Casey and Nguyen. Superman punch, follows it up, ducks under, spear. Quindell down for the count, pinfall attempt, kick out at 2. Casey hitting her with everything she's got here. Quindell rolling out of the ring here in front of us. Look at this, high flying and a big connection here in front of us as Casey Nguyen takes flight. Undisputed Championship, Bud Marvelous in the house. 8 months. 8 months he's been with us. Marvelous just in time. We're coming up on our final matches here tonight. I appreciate you coming in, my friend. Keeping this thing alive with us. Keeping it alive. Casey unsure of what to do with herself. Helps the challenger back to her feet, locks her up. And a big right hand to the forehead. Casey top rope. Going high wrist. Missing with the elbow. The challenger with a boot to the face. You out on that pretty bike of yours? Sitting out on that bike at a Sheets. Putting down a chili dog. Extra mustard. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just... These women here ringside. Joe Brony keeping his count going. And of course, the title can't change hands on a count out. Quindell back inside. Casey, the champion. Look at this. Double underhook one more time. Spins her the whole way around this time with that butterfly slam. Challenger stalks in, but Casey fires back with a shot to the midsection. Sends her opponent off the ropes, dropping down. Leapfrog over the top. And a big right hand lariat. Takes Quindell to the mat. Irish whip. Quindell into the corner. Casey Superman punching second time. Quindell missing with the clothesline. Eats another spear. And we got another cover. This may do it. United, or the Undisputed Championship on the line. Quindell kicking out at 2. Ungodly kicking out at 2. Helps her opponent up. Look at this. Looking for the choke out. Triangle choke. Triangle choke. The challenger tapping out. Casey Nguyen picking up a victory, retaining the women's Undisputed title. They would take a look at the power of Quindell. As Casey had tried for that maneuver earlier in the matchup with that triangle choke. And Quindell able to just power out. But here the second spear. And finally the second attempt at that triangle choke is enough. Is enough for the tap out. And your winner and still undisputed women's champion of A.o.K, Casey Nguyen. taking a victory lap and making a celebration as only she can. She is the women's heavyweight champion of the world. And she has proved why she got the chance to hold that title. She picks up a great victory over Lil Amazon. I already have this set up for this one. We will get back in touch with this when we're done. Ken Bouchard having a matchup tonight against the Headhunter. Ken Bouchard one-on-one against the Headhunter. Also, get ready to go into this matchup. Of course, Ken, as we said earlier, Ken's son Damien, the Iron Man's son Damien, injured in their match, their title defense against the Hinkledimers. And unfortunately, some broken ribs, as Damien Bouchard will be out of A.o.K action for at least 8 weeks. And of course, Ken Bouchard, I'm sure he is deeply concerned about his boy. But he has to be deeply concerned about his own well-being here tonight. He takes on old Googly Eyes.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring
And the Headhunter.
weighing in at 300.
IKB in the house.
IKB.
The Iron Man Ken Bouchard, fresh out the books. Coming in here to fuck shit up. This is our pre-main event. Of course, our main event tonight being the Dogs of War going up against Big Bad Adam Boone, the World Heavyweight Champion, and his tag team partner, Connor Riley, as they reform the War Dogs for this evening. Or, I'm sorry, the War Raiders for this evening as they take on the Dogs of War in our main event. But right now, Ken Bouchard enjoying his moment in the sun as this A.o.K arena crowd welcomes the Iron Man in. Get ready for this one-on-one matchup. Here come old Googly Eyes. Don't let this man scare you.
And his opponent from Fiji, weighing in at 300 pounds, Headhunter.
Of course, the Headhunter, excuse me, of course, the Headhunter coming to us from the Polynesian Islands. You be safe on that thing, man. It's a nice day and there's a bunch of idiots out there, so get yourself hydrated, get yourself on the highway, get yourself home safe. Mr. Marvelous. Because as you know, you will have a match. Not this evening, Wednesday night on A.o.K. But Marvelous has his matchup on its way. It will be in Bedford, and the fair started. Oh yeah, boy. Be careful down there in that Bedford area. Them weirdos down there. Look, that's Ken Bouchard coming in tough and gets tossed straight in the air by the big man. No waiting for this to get going. Oh, Bedford County Fair. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster. Ken Bouchard having some trouble here with the Headhunter. Again, I'm sure his boy is on his mind. He does have to focus here. Big boot to the back. Ken Bouchard finds himself at the mercy of the Headhunter. Not the place you want to be. Working the ankles of Ken Bouchard. The Iron Man in a bit of trouble. Locking up. Look at this big right hand across the back. Anybody good jamming today? I know that name, but I don't know country, so it might just be that name in passing. Look at this big back elbow and Bouchard down to the mat. Scoops him up, carries him to the center of the ring for a back breaker. Bouchard, oh, shot to the jaw, Jesus H. Ken looking to make some offensive maneuvers. Look at this, rolls him up, looking for a cheap win. Loose ass right there for the cover. Only a 1 count. Look at this, that might do it. We got a pinfall, we got a pin attempt. Ken Bouchard kicking out at 2. Headhunter in complete control of this matchup thus far. Again, up on the shoulders. Trail of tears. End of the line. Here we go. Pinfall attempt. Bouchard kicking out at 2. And the Headhunter thought he had it. Sets him up. Can he pull it off? Looking for the Falcon Arrow. Kick to the midsection. Long way up. Longer way down. Bouchard can't hold him. Can't hold him. Ken across the back. The Iron Man swinging a miss. Eats a right hand. Bouchard able to stay alive in this matchup for the time being. Over the top rope. Brings a knee up. Bouchard back inside the ring. Can he follow through? Scoops him up. 747 slam. And the Headhunter calling the ancient spirits of evil. But Ken answers back with that falling lariat. Handful of hair sends the Savage to the mat. Drops the big elbow, following it through. Kick to the midsection. Looking for it. Bouchard has him up. Can he get the extension? There it is. Bouchard bomb. That may be all she wrote here. Ken Bouchard going for the cover. There's 1, 2, and the Headhunter kicking out at 2 1/4. Both men back to their feet. Bouchard. Military press slam. Mud stomping. Just call it as it is. A straight mud stomping. Bouchard deadlift to the shoulder. To say it ain't so, running power slam. And the Iron Man coming back to life here in this matchup. Kick to the midsection. Falling neck breaker. Yes, sir, I appreciate that. Again, be safe, man. Because the real fair season's about to start. Ken Bouchard looking to kill somebody out here. Heart punch. Has him up. Bear hug. Looking for a submission. Looking for a submission. Can Ken Bouchard hold on? Can he hold on? He can barely get the grasp. Can he break free? Bouchard with a couple of elbows into the trapezius muscles. Ringing the bell and a big falling clothesline. Bouchard back up. Spine buster. Good God. Dropping an elbow. And Ken Bouchard looking to pick up a victory if he can keep this kind of offense going. The Headhunter having trouble standing. Look at this. Ken helping him up to the top. Helps him up to the top turnbuckle. Look at this. London Bridge is falling down. Ken pulling his opponent away from the ropes. Puts him in position for what? What's he got in mind? Bouchard. Another kick to the midsection. Setting him up one more time. Can he do it a second time? Bouchard bomb. Awful close to the ropes. The referees can see it from where he's standing. Pre-main event. Bouchard. Headhunter. Oh, the ass cheeks to the shoulder. That's it. That's it. This match has got to be over. Look at this. Right hand by the Savage. The Headhunter with a knee to the midsection. Again, going for it. Falcon Arrow slams him down. Ken Bouchard. Shoulders down. Loose ass. 3 count. As Ken Bouchard falls victim to the Headhunter. Look at this. Look at this. Prestige coming out with a little bit of support. A little confusion between Ken Bouchard there on the face of Ken Bouchard. Not sure what to make of Prestige coming out at the end of that matchup. Main event on the way. Extreme Rules tag match. The Dogs of War, Chris Coyote and Joe Jackal, taking on the War Raiders, Connor Riley, and the World Heavyweight Champion, Big Bad Adam Booth. Set to be a hell of a matchup. The main event is about to get underway here tonight. Before we go anywhere, before that happens, I want to thank everybody for being here, joining us, helping keep the stream alive, helping us do this, giving us the opportunity to get your creations back out there so that we can all enjoy them. Not only here on Twitch, but over on YouTube and any other place we can get it. Keep in mind that yours truly, the Ace of Knaves, is going to team up with Ken Bouchard at that game of Lotacon that we spoke about earlier, as we cover all the action that is the action. From trading card game tournaments to esport tournaments, the competitions all the way around the arena. The con floor will be our playground. Ace of Knaves and Ken Bouchard teaming up one more time. Game of Lotacon, August 26th and 27th. Be there or remain a square, brother.
The following contest is
Let's head to ringside. The Dogs of War.
Rules match. And at a combined weight of 420
Coming at it here tonight.
Dirty Dogs.
Getting their opportunity to face one of the better known tag teams in A.o.K, the War Raiders. Former tag team champions are the War Raiders. These guys getting that opportunity in the near future. Their win-loss record so far has been right down the middle. They are just about 50-50 wins and losses.
And their opponents, first.
Oh no, they're not a tag team this year. That's right. I never got to put them back as a tag team. I know what that's all about. We'll fix that up in the near future as well now, if necessary. Connor Riley, the Torpedo. Former hardcore champion. Made a name for himself in the tag team division here in A.o.K. Was a strict tag performer there for the longest time. He and his partner Adam Boone, both making great singles careers for themselves throughout season 3 here. Seen less of them in the tag division than we have in the past. And his partner and faction mate, for that matter, the World Heavyweight Champion.
And from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 350 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Big Bad Adam Boone.
Adam Boone, one of the largest athletes in A.o.K. Rightfully carrying that A.o.K World Heavyweight Championship. And when you talk about defending the title, this will be the first time this man is on the show and not defending the title. Even defending it last episode in back-to-back matches, as Gabriel Lovecraft looked to cash in on his Money in the Bank, only to check in to the local medical facility and being immediately registered to stay. We'll get further information on that information on Gabriel Lovecraft as it comes down to us. Right now, the War Dogs and the War Raiders A.o.K main event underway. Extreme Rules tag match, and look at this, Adam Boone starting it off with a big power bomb. Conor Riley, as I said earlier, suffered an injury, a pulled muscle, believe it or not. Was suffering from back spasms earlier in the day, as was Joe Jackal, as Conor had injured himself in his hardcore match against Tank, and Jackal had been given a beatdown by Trevor Rodriguez and Logan Hawk. Look at this, locks it up, goes for it, big swinging DDT, Conor to the outside, bringing out a table, but ends up eating a boot. And look at this, Boone on the outside, Chris Coyote over the top rope, crashing down on a Big Bad, and Conor Riley having his issues with Joe Jackal. Back inside we go. Chris Coyote just being absolutely manhandled out here by Adam Boone. Into the ropes goes Conor. Ducks under with that arm drag. Coming in tough. Jackal off the top. Catches him with that ILC moonsault. Boone and Coyote into the turnbuckle. Look at this. One of each in the corner. Boone with the third. Sets his man up on the ropes. And look at this, reversed by the Jackal. Coyote taken to the mat by Conor. But Conor Riley in the ring alone here. Look at this, rolls him up. Kick to the chest. Joe Jackal. Innovative with the offense. Boone, not so much, just brute strength. When all else fails, drop him on his head. Look at this, Jackal has this clutching suplex. Two of them so far. Boone going for the steps, by Coyote intercepted. A trio of suplexes on Conor Riley by Jackal, and a fourth one to follow it up. Chris Coyote with Adam Boone. Conor out to help his buddy, but unfortunately gets straight jab to the face. Boone taking that forearm smash like a champ, but that Hurricane Rana changed his tune. Extreme Rules, anything goes. Boone to the outside, Conor Riley left to the outside with both members of the War Dogs. Boot to the midsection. Boone eats a boot. Enziguri stumbles the big man, but doesn't take him off his feet. A second attempt. Look at this, Conor Riley up on the barricade with a running knee from Chris Coyote. Boone back to his feet. And Joe Jackal could be in trouble. Riley sent for the ride. Look at this. Sets him up. Big bad bomb. Has him packaged. Face first. Good night, Joe Jackal. We got it covered. And a kick out at 2. Boone in the ring with both of the Dogs of War. Connor Riley laid out at ringside. Boone not looking too good either. Chris Coyote getting some posing in here. Boone under the ring. What's he got in mind? Look at this. Bringing the ladder out. Sets it up as a bridge between our table and the ring apron. Connor Riley doing okay for himself over there against both members of the tag team. Boone back under the other side. A slide through by Coyote, taking Boone off his feet, but I took his eyes off of Adam Boone. Wrong thing to do there. Boone introduces Chris Coyote to look at this. Boone, snake eyes on that ladder. He's busted Chris Coyote wide open. We can see it through the mask. Still steps involved to Connor Riley. Connor Riley, look at this, able to recoup. He comes back with a snapping super. Look at this. Boone coming in to help his little buddy. Snap suplex. Swing and a miss with that lariat. Coyote with the $1 million dream. Turns it into a slam, and Connor picking up the slack here with a backstabber. Boone with the steel steps, changes his mind about it. Unfortunately, gets himself back into the ring, separated from his partner. Connor fighting for his life out here. As the Dogs of War go to town on their smaller opponent, on the smaller of the two. Boone to the outside, coming in to save Connor from those steps. And all he did was take a bullet. Boone busted open. Took that step square to the face. And the War Raiders may have met their match here tonight. Double team action on the outside. Connor Riley watching the carnage. Just letting Adam Boone get his ass whooped. Looking to intercede here. Sends Joe Jackal back inside. Connor just watching over Chris Coyote while he beats on his partner. Rolls him up. Double underhook, suplexes him down, rolls him over. Look at this, staying with it. Butterfly suplex, a trio one more time. Into a DDT. And Connor Riley miraculously back to his feet. Snapmare brings him down hard. Joe Jackal and Adam Boone in the ring. Ripcord clothesline. Look at this. Into that standing Spanish fly. Over the top rope. Crash down again. Adam Boone being a landing pad for the Dogs of War tonight. Super kick to the face. We got a cradle pinfall. No. Unable to hold him. Connor Riley trying to fight back. Slap to the face on the torpedo. As Chris Coyote. Adam Boone on the outside. Bouchard welcome in for the final moments of the main event. We got it covered. The Dogs of War looking to take a victory. 2 count. Riley back to his feet. Hold to his feet. Boone. Wrapped up. DDT. No, reverses it. The world champ. Looking to save his partner here. To the outside. I don't know what Boone's doing. Is Connor Riley. Back and forth. Snap suplex. Probably more entertaining than tonight. That's not true. We had a pretty good show so far tonight. We got a pinfall. I'm going to get back to that in just a moment, Ken. We got a pinfall, but no attempt. A pretty good show tonight, man. 8-woman battle royal. Ken Bouchard against the googly eyes. Look at this crucifix bomb. We got it covered. Conor Riley down for the count. The Dogs of War pick up a victory over the War Raiders. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Hell of a way to pick up a victory. What a way to try to gain a name. The Dogs of War have been let loose. Here at A.o.K, they are taking on the biggest name in the tag team division. But of course, let's take a look at all the information we need to take a look at. Make sure ain't nobody dead. We'll check that news first. Let's drop down here to September week 1. Adrian Arnold cleared to compete, but he did not show up tonight. Wanted to take that extra day. Nick Blackwell picking up that A.o.K United States Championship tonight off of Chris Chaos. And of course, Prestige coming out after Ken Bouchard's matchup. Giving a little bit of encouragement, perhaps? We're not real sure just yet. Hard to tell with that man. Roster power rankings, here we go. Prestige ranked number 1. Intercontinental Champion Adam Boone ranked number 2. That's a good question, and we will check into that, to be honest with you, ZA. We can definitely look into that. Make sure we'll see where it puts him. Omer T, Zach the Ripper, top 5. Chris Nightmare, Hinkledeimer, Cletus, Nick Blackwell, Casey Nguyen, and Remy, the top 10. Damian Bouchard, Chris Chaos, Logan Hawk, Tank, and James Coleman in the top 15. Headhunter, Echo, Ivy, Amaya, and Gabriel Lovecraft. Lovecraft out for 8 weeks and still in the top 20. As is Damian in the top 15. But let's look into that. ZA, let us, Chris Chaos, where you at? Let's take a jump in here right quick. Nah, he fine. He fine. He's good. He's good. What's he got going for him? He's got the rocket ship. He's got a boost there. He's got the hot streak going for him. 7 weeks at that. Not Chris Chaos. Even losing is still coming out winning. Ranked number 2 in his division. What is his division? U.S. champion. How them divisions looking over here anyway? Alex, number 1 contender. El Scorpio, the number 1 contender. Blaze, the number 1 contender. Amaya, the number 1 contender. Omer T, the number 1 contender. And of course, these two out for weeks on end. Anything else we need to look at? Does that just about do it? Does that just about cover everybody? We can go to the next show. Let's see what AI wants to do on our next show as we get ready to lock it in. Wednesday night, Boone and Nova. We'll see. We'll see. John Cena making his appearance against Prestige and Remy. We'll see if that match sticks. Kane and Logan Hawk. Look at this. Tornado tag. Titles on the line. Could be a thing. Fatal 4-way. Empress, Paige, Zoe, Yuri, and Quindell. Extreme Rules. Probably have to put a title on the match on the line for that one. I'm not sure why they keep trying to put a Maya in Casey Nguyen. That's such a messed up triple threat match. Those women all have real tag partners. What are you doing? Moving right along. Stone Cold making his appearance. Taking on Cameron Sawyer. Bud Marvelous and Zack the Ripper one-on-one. And Bobby Richards and Syko Smoke. I don't know how Chris Chaos made it through, but he sure did. That man is ready to move up the ranks of A.o.K. and capture more gold than just the U.S. title, which is so far his biggest title to date, if I'm not mistaken. He's held the hardcore title. I don't know if he's held the television title or not. I don't believe. But regardless, that is all the time we have for us tonight. So until then, my friends, Wednesday night, A.o.K. Championship Wrestling returns at 9 p.m. We will see you then. At that point, that's when we'll see you. We'll see you Wednesday, is what I'm trying to say. Until then, man, wash behind your ears and have a good evening. Peace out, bitches.